Hi everyone, I'm Coach Wade. Today we're doing stretch and release, a 10-minute stretch class focused on total body today. We're going to start off going through fairly quickly through a lot of stretches, working towards our wrists right now. So right now you're grabbing your fingers, pointing those straight down, straightening out your arm, and you're feeling that stretch through your flexors in your forearm. Grabbing those fingers. You can have your hands on a wall doing the same thing. Sometimes if you lift that arm up, you'll feel that get a little more intense. But we're doing about 20 to 30 seconds through all of these stretches as we're flowing through. Hope you all are doing good today. Ready for some stretches. Flipping that around to the opposite side. This is an awesome stretch for carpal tunnel. It's an awesome stretch for most people who happen to fold their hands down quite a bit, whether you're texting, typing, driving, all those kind of things. This is some good relief for a lot of people's natural posture. Once you finish that way, we'll go the opposite way. Having your hand down, you'll push it down just like that. Stretching out your extensors in that forearm. You'll feel that stretch right through here, keeping that arm straight still. This one, about 20 seconds, and then switching sides. And then we're going through most of the body today. We have a big number of stretches we're trying to get through, but we're going to finish with just a little bit of relaxation, legs up the wall pose. And as we're doing that one, I'll talk to you a lot about benefits and that kind of stuff too. So once you finish that side, I'm going to have you practice keeping your shoulders down and back, kind of keeping your lats tight, stacking your shoulders, and then you're going to be tilting your head to one side, using that hand to pull it over as you feel that stretch through your neck. We'll do that for about 20 to 30 seconds here. So these first couple stretches, a little bit easier. They're a little bit lower intensity, and then we'll pick up some intensity as we go. Once you finish that neck there, go ahead and switch sides, stacking those shoulders again, and then pulling over to the side. Right now you're thinking not just about your neck, but you're also trying to keep your stomach tight, your hips tight, making sure that shoulder is stacked as you pull that neck over. And you're feeling that all the way through here. Going for 5, 4, 3, 2, and good. So our next stretch, you can do this on a table edge. You can do this on, sometimes on the wall. I'm going to grab this table here. I'll move this around just a little bit. And then hands on the table, coming down to my knees. I'm just going to push my hips back as I drop my head down. And I'm trying to stretch right here through the lats right now. So taking about 30 seconds to do that. Letting your head drop below your arms, trying to stretch out through the lats. This is another stretch that's trying to counteract a lot of your daily life. Your lats have a tendency to be very tight. So right now I'm taking that chance to feel that through your lats, through your forearms, even a little bit through your chest. And going for 5, 4, 3, 2, and good. All right. Next, you may want that same table edge, you may want a wall to help you keep your balance, but we're going to do a quad stretch, grabbing one foot, grabbing that table edge if you want, stomach tight, hips tight, pointing that knee straight down, keeping your head tall, and then letting that knee come in close. A lot of people on this one have a tendency to let their leg come out. You'll find them kind of shift to the side like that. You want to keep tightness through your core as you feel that stretch through your quad. And right now, that knee is pointed down, my head is tall, and I'm feeling that mostly here in the front of the leg. And you always have that table there, or the wall, or whatever you might need for balance. Go ahead and switch sides. Balance, good. So, a lot of times I'll do this one with a wall or a table edge, but right now, I'm on camera, nothing around me, so I haven't fallen yet, that's a good sign. But knee down, head tall, and holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Next, feet will be straight. You'll just reach down and touch your toes, let your hands kind of slide down your legs, come down to your ankles, down to your toes, and then all the way down to the floor if you can. Allow your body to just sink down, and we're actually going to practice something a little different here. So as you're coming down, taking a deep breath in, letting that air fill your stomach, and as you exhale, see if you can drop 1 inch lower. Another deep breath in, And slowly exhale, coming just a little bit lower. Every exhale, you're wanting to sink down into that hamstring stretch just a little bit deeper. See if you can get 1 inch every breath, and we'll do 3 more breaths. So deep breath in, slowly exhaling down. Deep breath in, slowly exhale, dropping down. And one last deep breath in, slowly exhaling down. Coming back up, feeling that mostly in your back and your hamstrings. Our next one here is a squat stretch. Taking a nice wide stance, your feet can be pointed out just about 10 degrees, and you'll be coming down, dropping your hips down, feeling yourself get lower and lower and lower. And then there's a few ways you can do this stretch. If you want to work on those wrists again, pointing your fingers towards your toes, feeling that stretch through your forearms, and you'll feel that all through here, as well as your glutes, your back. Or you can open up your legs and feel a little bit more through the legs. So you have a choice here. If forearms and elbows and wrists is kind of a problem area for you, I definitely recommend this one. But if hips is something that might be more of a focus for you, you can open up here and feel that through the inner thigh as well. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Coming down to one knee, coming up on the other. I'm going to be stretching my hip flexor here, taking a nice wide step forward and slowly leaning forward with my stomach tight, with my head tall, shoulders pulled back, trying to keep everything in alignment, feeling that on that back leg through the hip flexor. And then as I'm stretching the hip flexor, I'm also going to bring that shoulder across to stretch my back a little bit. So if you want to focus just on that hip flexor, sometimes putting that extra attention and focus through the hips can help. But if this is not too bad of a stretch for you, you've been stretching for a while and you definitely feel like you got this, go ahead and add that second element to it. Some people aren't great at multitasking, so typically I'm not a great multitasker, so one stretch at a time helps me, but on camera I'll show you too. Go ahead and switch sides. Stepping forward. Stretching out through that hip flexor, pushing your hips forward, stomach tight, head tall, shoulders stacked. Feeling that right there through the hips, and then bringing that shoulder across if you want. But knowing that's just an option for you. Taking some deep breaths. Again, you can focus on that breathing here. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, see if you can lean forward just another inch, keeping everything in alignment. Feeling that through the hip flexor. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Our next one, coming down to the ground. Feel free to just lay down on your stomach. Coming down slowly. Hands will be to the side. And your goal is to keep your hips pressed down, slowly lifting your shoulders up. You can lift them up halfway or all the way, but you're coming into a cobra stretch. Right now from the side, you'll see my hips are pressed down, my stomach is getting stretched out, hip flexors, chest, and you're just hanging out here for about 30 seconds, only coming up as much that feels comfortable for you. So for some of you, you may feel more comfortable here on your elbows, and that's totally fine. Some of you may be all the way up, which is fine too. Just doing what feels right for you, and holding this for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. All right, slowly getting off the ground there. And I'm actually gonna come over to a wall and we'll do our final stretch. For this one, you'll just come up real close to that wall. You're gonna have your butt right next to the bottom of the wall. If that's a little challenging for you, you can scoot a little further away, but you wanna get your hips as close to that wall as you can with your legs straight up. So right now I'm comfortable. I feel that stretch in my hamstring, but it's not to the point that I'm in pain. And we're just gonna be laying here for about 2 minutes. This is a stretch you can do for 2 to 5 minutes. Some people will do it just a little bit longer, but for now, I think 5 minutes would be the longest that you wanna go. And the goal is that you're stretching out through the hamstrings, your lower back is stretching out, getting some tension out of there. Your arms are wide with your palms facing up, and you're just taking some deep breaths. So with me right here, we'll focus on a couple deep breaths, Deep breath in. And exhaling out. Deep breath in. And out. So the benefits of this stretch, there are a ton of benefits. Some of these are benefits that are easy to come by. Some are a little bit more challenging. Combined with the breathing we're doing, if you're thinking about every breath in, filling your chest, your lungs, your stomach, and then slowly exhaling out, that breathing technique paired with this relaxation pose helps with insomnia, it helps with anxiety, helps with a lot of issues that have a tendency to rev you up. It can be a great one to do before night to calm you down. But there's a lot of science that shows that this can be a lot of relief for insomnia and anxiety. So this can also help a little bit with some of the side effects of some pretty serious diseases, fibromyalgia, even cancer, and some of the kind of the side effects you'll get from those. This can help with, helps with a lot of chronic pain type issues. It can help with varicose veins. So there's a big variety of different things that this pose can help with. But we'll do a couple more deep breaths here, taking a deep breath in and exhaling out. Deep breath in and exhaling out. And then we're just doing this for about 2 minutes right now. If you want to just let that video keep rolling, you're welcome to do this for a couple more minutes. Like I said, if this is a newer pose to you, I wouldn't probably do more than 5 right now. You'll start to feel those legs going numb and all those kind of things, but it's giving you an awesome hamstring stretch, lower back stretch. It can help you with all those different issues. So feel free to hang out here a little bit longer, but for now, that's it for me. Hopefully you're enjoying yourself here. If you want to turn that video off, you're welcome to. If you want to hang out, feel free and just relax for a couple more minutes. But it's great to have you, and I'll see you again later. Bye.